Attack of the show. Attack.
Good day yesterday. Fun day. Hanging out, just roughhousing with the best bud. That's my best bud. Boop. That's
you. Hey everybody, welcome to Attack of the Show. I'm Kevin Pereira.
I'm one-shot mun.
No, you're three-shot mun. The hand, the elbow, and the nipple. Thank you. Thank you.
I crucified you. Haha, like a mother. We're coming to you from the G4 Studios in Los Angeles. On the show today, a lot of things can go wrong when you combine boxing, thongs, and roller skates in Brazil. But we've got the only one that doesn't require a blood test around the net. And Michael Clarke Duncan from the Slammin' Salmon is in studio, and he strips down just for me.
Then, Blair Herter drops the hammer and takes us inside the LA Auto Show and checks out an electric car from Audi that will actually slap the smug right off a Prius owner's face. Plus, BJ Penn and Diego Sanchez enter the octagon to battle for the lightweight championship in UFC 107. Find out who will win and who's probably going to bleed out in MMA chokehold.
Now, the internet can't kill people yet. But a lot of things that people put on there can.
Yeah, consider yourself warned. If you try some of this stuff at home, you might die. However, holding the camera never really hurt anybody, right?
Unless something flies at you, then
it's actually hurt a lot of people who've shown it on around the net.
Hey, something that's fun to know about, staircase banisters.
Oh, tell me about them.
Well, they're provided really for your safety.
Oh, and our amusement.
Oh, yeah.
You got it. Oh my God.
Yes. Let that be a lesson for everyone, okay? Don't put your ass where your hands are supposed to go. Okay?
I'm going to let that one slide.
Don't put your ass where your hands are supposed to go, okay?
You keep putting the ball on the tee, and I just want to swing.
No one is going to confuse The Onion with real news coverage. Actually, some people have.
Yeah.
And it's always funny. But every now and then, The Onion presents a real solution to a problem while they're faking up the news.
Yeah, like today's report about Lil Wayne being drafted into the drug war. Because if one man can sort of end the struggle, it's the indestructible rapper.
The DEA revealed it has achieved remarkable success with its latest initiative, sending rapper Lil Wayne to Mexico to use up all the drugs.
Lil Wayne has already gotten 40 tons of marijuana, 27,000 kilos of cocaine, and 2,000 kilos of heroin off the streets and into his body.
Mexican officials say they expect Lil Wayne to completely wipe out the nation's drug problem by the end of next month. Video field reports from Lil Wayne show he is continuing to take in huge amounts of drugs on an hourly basis.
It did take off my mother ring and my Bentley, my Breitling, like Brad Bauer, I say, sparkling up the Breitling.
This is the most widespread government use of a celebrity since the 2004 Republican National Convention, when Christina Aguilera was shot into crowds of protesters to disperse them.
I love it.
I hope when Lil Wayne wins the drug war that there's a victory parade.
Oh, yeah. Big balloons filled with nitrous. A stripper march. Little Shriner ambulances for all the ODing. That'd be fun, right?
Cute. Coming in at number 1 today is from the French network, Très Rue, or 13th Street, if you don't speak French.
Oh, my God. That was perfect.
I know.
Wow.
So, from what we can tell, it consists almost entirely of crime shows and documentaries.
Yeah, so I guess it's appropriate then that their new web promotion, it's a little website, it actually lets you upload a friend's face, and then you get to watch as they get brutally murdered in one of several different ways. I mean, that's
fun. It's fun.
Well, I don't want to ruin anything, but I did sort of upload a photo of a little certain cable television co-hostess that we know. It's you.
What?
welcome.
I'm sure somewhere my ex-boyfriend is going, I love it!
Best website ever! I want to invest.
Our number one video is a little bit of British Christmas spirit from Andrew Hart.
Yes,
Give us some spirits right
this,
now.
No, this has spirit in loads.
Oh.
This original Christmas tune called It's Christmas is one of the most wholesome, feel-good, heartwarming songs we have ever heard.
Also, there's some really great green screening in the video.
Oh, yeah.
Wake up, everyone! It's Christmas! Christmas is the greatest time of year. Putting some presents underneath the tree. And everybody knows it's Christmas. It's Christmas.
Christmas. It makes me happy.
Number one today. Wait for it. It's Foxy Boxing.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. But wait, everyone. This isn't just any old Foxy Boxing. It's Bikini Foxy Boxing.
What?
In roller skates.
Okay, all right. This is actually a clip from a summer episode of the Brazilian comedy show Rede TV, which proves that the best thing about Brazilian women ain't the grooming. It's actually their moves in the ring, and as an added bonus, most of them don't habla inglês.
Criança piu-piu anunciando o segundo round. Minha Nossa Senhora, volta mais um pouquinho. Não, de novo, volta. Passe e volta agora debaixo das cordas. Isso aí, ó. Vai, volta. Isso. Bem, vamos à segunda luta. Juju e Nicole. Esse combate aí tá meio pra camaradagem. Elas não estão se batendo. Opa, peraí, olha só esse combate. Porra, segura, eu quero ver o boxe. Linfática, por olha aí, ó, a drenagem linfática. Mas essa.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first semi-annual attack of the show Skateboxing Tournament. Tonight's match pits the half-Asian sensation Olivia Munn against the Portuguese pugilist Kevin Pereira. They will each have 20 seconds to skate to the boxing dummies and throw as many punches as possible. The combatants will be judged for accuracy, power, and style, as well as the number of punches that they are able to land. Are the fighters ready?
Born ready, Chuck.
Ladies and gentlemen, skateboxing go! Oh, he's moving in hard on the right hand side. It looks like Olivia's pounding away. Oh, it looks like he's going below the belt there. Oh, no, Kevin is not doing it right. What a tremendous throw. Ladies and gentlemen, Olivia's behind it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, boy. Well, ladies, it looks like a very... Holy mackerel, it looks like a very close match. I think we'll have to go to the referee for a final decision on this one.
Oh, okay. Thought I did good.
Who's gonna...
It's a chicken! Still ahead in our Gadget Prawn Holiday Gift Guide, we've got the perfect camera to capture all the glory of your family's holiday dysfunction.
That's right. Relive your mom's passive-aggressive glares in 12.1 megapixels. Crazy Asian.
Attackenbock! Attacken Spezialbier!
I love this time of year. I love it. Everyone knows
so sweet.
presents are the reason for the season.
Not sure that's right, actually. I think...
No, it rhymes. It's got to be true.
Well, it's not the presents
Yes.
part of it that rhymes. It's
Yes.
reason and season. So you
The
can put
reason
it...
for the season is a present. That's how you know it's true. So here's another installment of our holiday gift guide.
Hello, everybody. Hey.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you as well.
Canon's got a new camera, and it's got 12.1 megapixels.
Beefy!
Shopping for gadget gifts is tough enough, and finding a camera is even harder. So Canon wants to make it easy on you with the new PowerShot SD940. Sporting 12.1 megapixels and an improved smart auto mode, pictures look stellar anytime, anywhere. In addition, the optical image stabilization and 720p video make this a sure bet under the tree at $250.
Now, I feel like the pictures on that camera in that scenario should have been pictures of, like, spats and horses with apple carts. Like,
You take what you can get here.
I guess you can.
Now, this is relatively small for a point-and-shoot right here.
There it is.
Only 3.5 inches wide. It's a little under an inch thick. It has a 2.7-inch LCD screen on the back. Do you think the layout of the camera suffered because of its smaller size, or do you think it looks pretty
Olivia,
standard?
I enjoy you, so I'm going to be completely honest with you. Not at all!
No!
Everything is neatly stacked to the right of the LCD screen, so it isn't cluttered, and you don't end up hitting the wrong buttons, which happens sometimes, and that's irritating. The viewfinder is not the biggest we've seen, but it's still a pretty good size, and it is easy to read. Navigation on the screen is button-oriented, so if you poke the screen, nothing will happen, and you'll look like you should be wearing a helmet. However, works pretty well.
Sometimes I think I like touchscreen, but I like the buttons better.
It is a touchscreen in the sense that you can physically touch it.
Yes, it doesn't work like
nothing
that,
will
though.
happen if
I
you
like
do
using,
that,
I personally
though.
like buttons, so this has buttons.
This does have buttons.
Okay, now the image stabilization and face detection are two of the biggest features that we find on this camera, and we like them in a lot of cameras usually. How well do we like it on this one?
Please, in the tech biz, we call it ImStab. That's what I call it.
Do you really?
That's not true. I just made that up.
You just made it up?
We don't call it ImStab.
Okay.
It's pretty good. The face detection works as you'd expect. It does detect faces, and it does a good job of adjusting and focus and exposure while tracking the face. Whoa, look at that face. The electronic image
That's not a face, that's
the
scary.
electronic ImStab kept your subject in focus a lot better than we've seen in previous cameras. So you're not really going to shake it that much unless you're on a Kenyan safari on an elephant. So otherwise, it's fine. And the power on to first shot time was impressively fast.
Can you demonstrate what power
I can.
on to?
Power on. I'm taking the picture, and there's the first shot. Ba-boom! Kabam!
We see it?
And that's Olivia's new paparazzi photo right there. It's at the hand. Please, not now.
Not now.
I'm busy doing a thing.
See this? Not
Paparazzi. I just said paparazzi. There it is. Please, don't bother me. I'm just trying to live my life.
Focus my hand is.
And focus your hand, almost as if to say, talk to this, if you wanted to.
Because the face ain't listening.
That's right. I said paparazzi like I'm someone's old uncle. Hey, what do you want of them Italian paparazzis?
Maybe it's because you're just Italian.
I am half Italian, as a matter of fact.
Obviously, when we come to cameras, we want them to take really good pictures. And with a 12.1 megapixels and ImStab. Does the SD940 deliver with great quality?
First of all, these nerds are going to be like, ImStab is not a real thing. Blah.
We are Attack of the Show. We say it is.
we can make those terms.
Fix the wiki, Jeremy Hache.
Now, the colors come out really nice, both indoor and outdoor. That's the Portland airport. That was a view from my room in Portland. I was just performing over the weekend. Those are some
Were
Mexican...
you standing by the lake?
Yeah, I was standing by a lake.
And some blankets?
I needed Mexican blankets to warm myself by the lake. There wasn't an issue with overexposure and bright light, which was nice. I will say, however, it can get a little grainy.
Did you do the tourist guide? Did you do the book for them?
Yeah,
like their
I did.
online website?
I just went from place to place, taking pictures of blankets and lakes and donkey faces. I love donkey faces. Who doesn't? It's a little... Go ahead.
Grainy. I was going to ask if it was grainy at all.
Yes, some donkey faces are a little grainy. From now on, that's going to be our benchmark. How did it perform in the donkey face test? A little grainy in the donkey face. But when you view the pictures in full resolution, you're never going to do that because it's 12.1 megapixels. You're never going to blow it up that big, so you don't have to worry about that at all.
Okay, so focus wasn't bad, and
Nope.
there's a...
Slightly soft around the edges.
Whose dog is that?
I don't know, just some beach dog. I don't know.
What's that?
That's an anchor. Look at that.
Beach?
That boat's not going anywhere. Thanks, anchor.
Did you place it there just for your picture?
Yeah, I did.
Dragged an anchor from L.A. to place it there?
That's right, because home is where you drop your anchor.
Oh,
and that's what I like to do.
So SD940, is it a good buy?
As a matter of fact, I think it is, Olivia Munn. The image quality is great. It's easy to use. You're not going to waste any picture opportunities while waiting for it to start. The imp stab was great. It's just irritating the fourth time.
No, it's not. It's so good.
Compared to other cameras we've seen at $250, the price tag could be slightly lower, but I have to say it's a small, compact, light camera, and I think it's definitely worth it. So we say bye.
Our Gadget Prawn Holiday Gift Guide continues next week with products under 500 bones.
On Monday, we'll unwrap Nikon's latest. It's the world's first digital camera with a built-in projector.
Going on the side of that makes you think about the camera with the
projector.
There you go.
And it will project. And a put 'em pop. Auto shows always have amazing concept cars that you will never own, ever. And vehicles that look like they're straight out of Judge Dredd, the movie I walked out on.
Best movie ever.
I walked out on that movie.
Because it was too awesome. You couldn't handle it.
That was the only movie I've ever walked out on.
So good, so good. But Blair Hooter actually found some cars that you could be driving in the near future at the LA Auto Show.
All right, car fanatics, behind me, the creme de la creme of the auto industry. I'm talking concept cars, hybrids, international debuts. I'm going to take you guys inside, take a look at them. What automakers do we have here today?
We got all the major automakers. We have about 900 cars here, probably 40 to 50 different brands represented, about 40 world or North American debuts, so a lot of vehicles you can't see anywhere else but here.
Now, for those potential buyers who want to break the sound barrier without breaking their bank accounts, look no further than the 2011 Boxster Spider. With its 3.4-liter box 6-cylinder engine, this roadster will jump from 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds flat. It's got 320 horses under the hood, and with its low 8.8 pounds per horsepower ratio, the Boxster is even quicker than the 911S. Now, like its predecessors in the 50s and 60s, this thing completely stripped down of anything that carries excess weight that would minimize the speed. Like, for instance, door handles. There is nothing to weigh this car down. No AC, no cup holders, not even a radio. It comes equipped with a 2-piece soft top and 19-inch aluminum wheels. It's Spartan, but it keeps the car light and super fast. Now, if you got a hunger for speed, but you're on a budget, I gotta say, at 61 grand, this car is for you. Unless you don't mind not having a place to put your beer. Spiker is a company that used to make airplanes, and you can still see a lot of that in their designs, but now they make badass cars like the Aileron. This land rocket houses a Lotus suspension and an Audi V8 4.2-liter engine with a tweaked intake that boosts it up to 400 horsepower. With its 354 pounds of torque, it can go from 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds with a top speed at an insane 180 miles an hour. If you thought the outside looked like a jet, check out the cockpit interior. Only fitting, really, that you gotta start the car like this. The interior is an all-leather and handmade aluminum by the guys who make Bentleys. Even the stick shift is funky as hell with an exposed linkage auto gearbox. This car looks as good as it drives. The Aileron is finally rolling off production lines, starting at $224,000. But for those of you that like convertibles and have another 20 grand to burn, maybe you should check out this prototype Spider, which should be out in 2011. You think that gas-guzzling beast you drive could take this little electric guy off the line? Well, before you start betting pink slips, you should know it's got the torque of an Abrams tank. This is the Audi e-tron. It runs on 4 motors which are housed inside the wheels and can be controlled independently, giving you the option for front or rear-wheel drive. Powered by a lithium-ion battery, it can go 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds with seemingly endless torque, 3,320 pounds of it to be exact, with a top speed of 120 miles an hour. If you were surprised by the performance of this electric car, your mind is going to be blown by the gadgets they've stuffed inside. The dash is a new design. 2 analog displays and 1 7.5 retractable multimedia interface screen. The side view mirrors are mini LCD monitors, and that bit of kryptonite right there, that's actually a liquid battery gauge that tells you when it's time to recharge. With a 2012 release date, there's no price tag yet, but your kids don't need to go to college. You'll have the money when you need to. That was 350,000 square feet of automotive heaven in 3 minutes of television. There is a God, my friends, and he doth liketh to drive.
UFC 107 this weekend, and we've got the analysis in MMA triple.
And Michael Clarke Duncan is in studio. He's taking his clothes off.
And later we've got an AOTS Classic Battle of the Ancients. 2 old people could be your grandparents. Try to hook up a GameCube, Dance Dance Revolution, and a stereo. You can guess how that one goes. Jokes on this show, and we're laughing a lot and stuff like that, but there are times that I just want to just give advice and help you guys out. So this is something that I know. If you show up to watch UFC 107 with your friends and you have no idea what's going on, someone will beat you senseless. Those are the rules.
Yeah, it's allowed.
And I am here to help you.
It's totally allowed. And fortunately, we've got MMA chokehold to kind of keep you safe-ish.
Yes. Ish.
Some people throw the 1 and the 2. I throw them both. I do the 3.
Very
Get
solid.
them both out there.
Solid
You never know
stand-up, Kevin.
Hey, everybody! Blair Butler and Jason Chambers are here. Let's get to the fights, because first up we have Kenny Florian versus Clay Guida. Florian has a pretty big height and reach advantage, but Guida always finds a way to get in close and snuggle you to death. He just loves to cuddle. Both have been fighting for about the same amount of time, but Guida has seen a lot more action and in different MMA organizations as well. Their fighting styles are similar, so we can expect a lot of takedowns, a lot of ground and pound. But Jason, how is Clay going to actually avoid, Kenny's got these deadly elbow strikes.
He does, and Kenny was on a tear for a long time until he lost to BJ Penn. But one of the things you got to look at is Clay Guida is a cardio machine, and he's putting together a great game plan. He's been at Greg Jackson's camp. He's someone who keeps pushing the pace. He's going to be taking him down. And, a lot of the damage that he takes, it's hard to put Clay Guida away. And he's someone that through rounds 1, 2, and 3, he's going to be coming 110% the whole time.
But if he's forced into a situation where he has to stand up and he has to actually unload, is he going to be able to do that?
Yeah, Clay will definitely stand and bang if he has to. He's one of those guys that obviously he's always looking for the takedown.
Sure.
But when it comes to the fight game, when he gets you on the ground, it's really hard to stand up. And that wears a lot of fighters down. He fought Mac Danzig, same thing. I think it's going to look a lot like that in this fight.
Blair, what do you think? Is Florian going to be able to make the fight his own?
Well, look, I think Kenny Florian is a really skilled guy. Obviously, he has great jiu-jitsu, great Muay Thai. His wrestling is also improved, and I think that's going to come to play here because, look, Clay Guida is like... I don't know what I was going to call him. I'm sorry. Clay Guida, he's like the Terminator when he fought Diego Sanchez. He got kicked in the face, fell straight backwards, and then popped back up.
Bounced right back up, yeah.
Insane. So Kenny Florian really, I think...
He needs to dip him into a vat of molten lava.
Right.
So that all that's left is a thumbs up.
Exactly. And the trademark hair. But, the bottom line is, I think for Florian, it's trying to get him on the ground and submit him. And he actually did that with a guy named Joe Stevenson, who's an amazing wrestler. So the fact that Florian was able to put Joe Stevenson away, I think gives Kenny an edge, and I think the loss to BJ Penn makes guys like Kenny Florian train harder and work harder to get better.
All right, well that's valid. Let's put some reputations on the line. Let's get some picks. Jason, who do you take in this fight?
This is a tough fight. I think that the line shows that Kenny's a big favorite. I think he's a small favorite. I'm going to go 51% that Kenny Florian is going to take it via a split decision.
Oh wow! Okay. Very precise pick. Blair, what do you think?
I also agree. I think Kenny Florian.
What's your percentage?
Oh man, I'd say it's slightly more in Kenny Florian's favor. I think this probably will go to a decision, but in the lightweight division at 155, it's so exciting that a 3-round fight at that weight class is always amazing and always full of action.
Exactly. Never disappointed to see that out of the card.
Yeah.
All right, next up, of course, the main event, BJ Penn versus Diego Sanchez. The winner takes home the lightweight title. Now, pretty much even in height and reach, as you can see there. Even though Diego has more fights under his belt, BJ Penn's record reads like a who's who of MMA. This guy's fought Machida, Pulver, Hughes, GSP, successfully defended his lightweight title twice. Their styles may end up canceling each other out, which you'll see, but they could end up just stand up and slugging it out, which would be an amazing fight to watch.
Fantastic.
But Blair, is Diego going to be able to avoid... BJ Penn has some incredible boxing skills.
BJ Penn is talented in every area, but look, I think Diego Sanchez is going
Unless
to be...
you ask him to do a wind sprint.
No, listen, but he's been working...
He'll kick my ass, I get it.
He has been working on that. He's been improving his cardio and conditioning of BJ Penn. But back to Diego Sanchez, Diego Sanchez, I think, will be the biggest challenge that BJ Penn has faced at 155. Obviously, George St. Pierre has been the biggest challenge for him. But, the thing is, I feel like Diego has this amazing conditioning. He's actually been working on his jiu-jitsu because he's been great at taking guys down on the ground. But, when he fought Joe Diesel Riggs, he knocked him out. So he does have a lot of power in his fists. And when he fought Clay Guida, he swarmed him. So he's just got this intensity that he brings to a fight, which is pretty pretty difficult to deal with.
But Jason, can BJ control the fight against a cardio monster like Sanchez?
Well, one of the things BJ Penn brings to the fight is he has experience fighting at both 155, 170, and he's fought at 185 against guys like Renzo Gracie. The thing that BJ, by his own admission, will say is that he's not a huge fan of doing cardio. He's usually the best fighter in the world for about 6 to 7 minutes.
Right.
He was beating GSP the first time around, so he's got great striking. He's a smart fighter, and one of the things we got to look at is if he is put on his back in this fight, he's one of the few guys that is really, really, really dangerous off of his back, can get submissions, had Matt Hughes in a lot of trouble, has had, Sean Shirk in a lot of trouble, so he's a tough cat to put away.
Right, yeah, cardio could be a factor, though, as you said, and with that in mind, who are you picking for the fight, Jason?
I'm still going to go with BJ to Prodigy Penn.
You are?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Butler, what do you think? Do you agree here?
I think Diego's incredibly tough, but I have to give it to BJ. Diego's never been in a 5-round war before, and BJ's been in a lot of them with some great guys.
All right, there you have it. There's your picks. So feel free to scam your friends during fight night, because they're never wrong. We'll find out exactly who's right this weekend at UFC 107. No, you're always right, Blair. Common mistake, I think. And I know I've made it once or twice, but it turns out you need more than just a costume to be a ninja.
Yeah, it's true. You actually have to be silent, deadly, and most importantly...
Asian?
Sorry, you need 4 things.
Oh, okay.
Silent, deadly, Asian, and most importantly, good at an obstacle course.
I am here in Los Angeles, California, in front of this monstrous Ninja Warrior course. Who will be able to conquer this beast and become the next American Ninja Warrior?
Perfect release.
Hosted by Blair Herter and myself, American Ninja Warrior is unleashed by G4, where the country's best athletes compete on our own home turf for a chance to travel to Mount Midoriyama in Japan and potentially become the next Ninja Warrior champion. Hundreds of challengers showed up, but only the top competitors would advance. Marcellus, you are in the top 30. How are you feeling about this?
I feel pumped. I didn't expect to make it this far, and I'm just going to go out and hopefully I make it to the top 15. What I do is I don't try to beat the other people. I just try to beat myself. So I think if you go in it with that attitude, you end up doing better than you expect.
Levi, obviously you are no stranger to Ninja Warrior, but what brings you to American Ninja Warrior today?
Really just the chance to approach a new obstacle course, a new challenge. I just love doing these kind of courses.
This is a really intense course, and we've seen a lot of ninjas run this thing. Do you think you could do it?
Well, we've also seen a lot of ninjas fail this course as well, so the answer to that is no, I do not think I can do this. No! But I will do it if you do it.
Ooh, is that a bet?
You're probably going to do better than me, but if you want to take it there, fine.
All right, Blair Herter, let's do it!
Okay.
Oh, God, Blair's about to go. He's praying. Blair is praying. I'm so nervous. And now it's my turn.
So Hazel got a good laugh out of that, but now it's her turn, and she's wearing some tight denim shorts, so let's see how she does. You were just as nervous as I was to get past those first steps. Super easy though, right? Then you get to this thing.
And you slip right off! At least I made it just as far as you. That I'm happy about.
We already respected these guys a lot, but I think we got a newfound respect for what they've done here today, right?
Just the quintuple step, I was nervous. I might not be a ninja, but I'm happy.
We have wet ninja hugs.
G4 sending 10 people to the fans who perished on the mountain of broken dreams. Mount Midoriyama. 2,000 people have tried to take the summit, but only 2 have succeeded.
That's right. American Ninja Warrior begins tomorrow night at 6. Check out the all-new G4TV.com/American Ninja for more on the competition.
Stay tuned. The Slam and Salmon's Michael Clarke Duncan will be in our studio. And taking off his clothes.
He'll also lay his hands on me and cure me of my spring break affliction. The Bernie one.
about every movie that calls for a giant, muscular man with a heart of gold.
Yeah, but now he's starring in Broken Lizard's latest, The Slammin' Salmon.
You've got to be kidding me.
I am here! Undefeated, baby! The king is here! Number one! How you doing? Come on, give me a hug. You look good. Hey, get a carrot for the SS for delicious, okay?
I assume that's the horse?
Never assume. When you assume, you make an ass out of yourself. All right, thank you. Go back to eating. Enjoy yourself. Forget it. It's not about me. Hey, Rich, tell Dave to cook that swordfish. I won it from Emerald Lagasse in the thumb wrestling contest. I broke his thumb. Bam!
Joining me now, Michael Clarke Duncan.
That was funny. I like that.
That was a fun set, wasn't it?
Yes, really.
So nice to have you here. I have to say, you have one of the most recognizable voices in Hollywood.
Thank you.
When sometimes I'm flipping around on the channels and I'll hear just like a, I'm smelling me some cornbread.
Oh, God.
You a bad
You
man.
don't sound right doing that.
Wait, hold on.
You don't sound right doing that.
Let me get blacker.
No,
hold on.
I don't want, you can't
you
do
a
it.
bad man.
No, it doesn't. It
doesn't
work. I'm sorry.
But when you're listening, I'm like,
Yeah.
that's you.
Yeah,
Everybody knows. Do people stop you on the street and just say something for me or do my outgoing message?
You know, a lot of times.
The voicemail,
a lot of
right?
times, yeah, a lot of times. I've done that for a couple of women.
Just the women? When the men do it, you don't do it for the men?
No, it's more so the women want me to leave their boyfriend a message.
Oh, I got
like,
that.
nah, this is my girlfriend now, so, F off and stuff like that. So,
So in Slam and Salmon, we just saw a clip of it. You play a boxing champ turned restaurant owner.
Right.
It is the Slam and Salmon is the name of the restaurant. Have you ever worked at a restaurant before?
I used to work at Wendy's back in the day.
Wendy's?
Yeah, Wendy's.
I
but
enjoyed the junior bacon cheeseburger.
But see, the thing was, at rush time, at lunchtime, I was always making me 2 triples with cheese, lettuce, and ketchup. While the biggest rush was coming in.
Did you have your break then?
No.
No, you're just...
No, that was the thing, but nobody would tell me anything. So they just let me go one day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they locked all the doors and would not let me in. So
I worked
ate up
at Burger
everything.
King once, and I was fired too.
Really? What'd you do wrong?
My drawer was always short like $100. But it's not
that sounds. Now wait a minute. You're the only one assigned to that drawer.
No, but it wasn't because I was stealing. It's because I really just didn't care. I was like, hey, what do you need? There
Really?
you go.
But you didn't.
And
you didn't fleece a little bit.
No, I didn't, because my boyfriend was actually on the burger boy. He worked the burger part, so I was flirting with him the whole time.
You get around, huh? Ooh.
It was a big deal. It was the talk of the Burger King back then. But working in fast food is
it's not for everybody.
not for everyone,
You
not
have
for
to
us.
have that niche to be in there.
Yeah, I don't have it.
No, I don't either.
So did you? But I want to talk about something that I find very interesting.
Right,
I heard you had some crazy jobs before
back in the
you
day.
became a big movie star. You were a bodyguard, I heard.
Security, bodyguard.
And you worked with
Will Smith, Martin Lawrence, LL Cool J, Queen
and also
Latifah.
Biggie.
Yeah. But you know what? The night that I was really assigned to Biggie was the night that happened to him. And after that, I quit working security and got full into acting.
It was your passion.
Yeah.
Because you were like,
switched.
because if not, I mean, it could have been you.
Yeah, because I would usually sit with my client.
I never
all the
understood that
time.
when people were like, I'm willing to die for you.
And you know what? That's the key right there.
For $20 an hour.
I was not willing for that.
Yeah.
And I thought about it. I said, now, are you willing to pull a gun and jump in front of somebody or take somebody down? That's what you have to do.
No.
And if you're not, I would do it for you.
You would?
Oh, man. I would do it for you in a heartbeat.
Really?
Yeah, oh, yeah. You can't tell.
So not worth it.
Yeah,
just tell you the truth.
It's not you worth
You
it.
saved yourself. You'd be better. But do you have you done? So you're bodyguard
Yeah.
and you worked at Wendy's. Any other crazy jobs?
Gas company, and I was a male stripper at one. A male
What?
exotic dancer.
Wait.
Yes.
Is that wait? Somebody gave me dollars before the show, and they said that I will
I
use
would
these.
only do it if you go out to dinner with me.
Really?
That's what I'll do. That's what I'll tell you, all that. If you go out to dinner with me.
If you enjoy the Olive Garden as much
turning-
as I do, then yes.
You're turning red.
Wait. So you're gonna wait? I know.
I know.
Stop.
Yeah,
Stop
I
it, Michael
got
Clarke Duncan. It's not even funny.
I love turning you red like that.
Just stop.
I will put on a show for you.
Okay, sorry.
Wow, you know what?
What?
You look way better than Megan Fox.
Oh.
Way better. No, when you just did that,
No, seriously, I'm serious. I think Megan Fox is hot, but you just did something that just effed me up right there.
Oh.
That was.
It was just
Could
a
you do that
moment.
again?
I don't think I can. It was just a moment.
Damn
It's
it.
done. Megan Fox back on top.
Back up. No,
So, wait, so you're gonna do a lap dance? Because they gave me dollars, but I didn't. Does anybody else want to see this?
No,
Or somebody just want to turn away? Because they gave me dollars, I
I
wasn't sure
will
what it
only
was.
do it for you if you go out to dinner. That's it.
Okay.
That's it. I'm sorry.
I'll go out to dinner. Sure. There is a Marie Callender's across the street, and I love it. Oh, music.
You do it? You go out to dinner?
I will go out to
Promise.
dinner.
You have to
really
promise.
asking me.
You have to really promise right now. I'll take the shirt off right now.
I promise.
No, I promise. Look into the camera and say, I promise I will go on a date with Michael Clarke Duncan.
I promise I will go on a date with Michael Clarke Duncan. Wait, now I'm embarrassed.
Today too.
Wait. Thanks for being here. You can see the Slam and Salmon. It hits theaters Friday.
December the 11th, the Slam and Salmon, right here.
Here's your money. Go, somebody else. I'm uncomfortable. I'm uncomfortable. Here's your money, sir. There you go. No, that's your money. I'm gonna go over to Kevin. I'm uncomfortable. Woo! I'm still uncomfortable.
Enjoy that date.
Woo! Uncomfortable.
Still ahead! We've got an AOTS classic. It's the Battle of the Ancients.
I'm just gonna walk it off.
Two lovely old people try to set up a console and a stereo,
Walk it off.
all while collecting Social Security from the paycheck.
Woo! Walking it off.
Coming up Monday on an all-new Attack of the Show, our Gadget Prawn Holiday Gift Guide has products under $500 with the Nikon Coolpix S1000. It's the world's first digital camera with a built-in projector. Plus, Chris Gore will talk to Lloyd Kaufman to discuss his new book, Produce Your Own Damn Movie. Then we'll show you our favorite Facebook apps in Web Tools. See it Monday.
Now, a few years ago, we let two fully functioning senior citizens take a crack at setting up a Nintendo GameCube with Dance Dance Revolution and a stereo system. And we even gave them the length of the entire show, which is an hour.
It's an hour, yeah. Hey, you know, life's a journey, not a destination. Until you're dead. Then it's
done.
Then it's done. You've arrived.
Oh, exciting.
It's the Battle of the Ancients.
We made it.
Today, the mysteries of man will be answered. It's the Battle of the Ancients!
All right, everyone, let's meet our challengers. Standing by our Ancient 1, George, and Ancient 2, Lee Gale. Hey, guys.
Let's hear it for the Ancients, folks. The first one of you to play Dance Dance Revolution with sound, and I mean sound going through our 5.1 receiver.
That's true.
We have several speakers out there, subwoofers, the whole nine. First one to play the game with sound
After you set it up yourself.
Yeah, will be declared the winner. Are you guys ready? We understand? There's no funny business with the rules, all right? Lee Gale, George, if you're ready. Olivia, you want to count down from 3?
Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go! Okay.
All right, there we go.
Look at it.
Now that's
George
great
gets
action.
right down to the pillow. He's going for. Okay, he goes right for the equipment. Hey, if
He's
you look at Lee
separating.
Gale, she goes right for the manual.
Now, see, that's a women move to do. That's a very feminine
Wait,
thing.
okay.
Guys don't need a manual. We didn't need one when we invented the wheel. Lee Gale, are you having any trouble over there? Or?
Well, I'm plugging things into things.
Okay.
However,
How confident are you that it's the right
on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say about a 2.
thing? Fantastic.
Great.
All right.
Now, George, I noticed you didn't go to the you didn't use your instructions.
The instructions, some of them are in French, the other ones are in Spanish.
You know, those French pigs. Get to it. 15 seconds left now. Olivia, I'm looking at the backs here. I still think we have some work to go. Lee Gale's fishing around with looks like the FM antenna to the receiver.
She's looking back at us.
And George, you've given up. You've gone to the manual.
I'm stuck.
You just start plugging things in.
Time is up. Time is up.
That's it.
Time is up. No.
And do I see anything on the screens?
No, well, I see a lot of fuzz and no signal, but I'm going to inspect their work
Okay,
and
I'm
see
just
who
going to
got,
let
who
you
got
go
the
ahead and do
farthest
that.
here.
So what do you see back there?
Let's take a look. Well, I'm looking at George's setup here, and George, A for effort. We got the DVD player hooked up. The sound is going to 2 different inputs, so we'd only hear the sound on one of them. But the problem is I don't see the GameCube going anywhere. I don't see the receiver.
Well, he plugged in the first part of it, the front.
Oh, we got the front. Well,
he plugged in the Dance Dance Revolution.
It was supposed to go through a receiver, I believe. But okay, so we got to let's turn it on and see if it fires up. Let's no power on that. No power on the GameCube, George. So we can't fire it up. Let's check Miguel. Miguel, how do you feel? How do you feel about?
Well, I have a light here on the GameCube.
Hey,
we do at least have
I don't know
power
what that means.
to the GameCube, and we have the looks like the GameCube's being run right into to the back of the TV here. We have the input going there. Audio is going into the wrong input, but that's okay. Let's see if we at least get picture on it. Maybe if we change the source on the TV here. Let's see here. It's we didn't get batteries in the remote either. Let's just change it here.
Oh, here's the batteries.
Let's go. Miguel, the 15 seconds were up. I mean, I know.
But
You
I
can't
know
cheat
about-
on live TV.
I didn't know you were supposed to.
All right, so Kevin, I got to ask you,
Well, I'll tell you what.
who's the winner?
It was close, but judging by the way this is hooked up versus George, I'm sorry because now you just cost me $5, sir. But Miguel clearly took it. Congratulations. Miguel, you are clearly the winner here.
All right, congratulations again to both of our competitors. This has been
The Battle of the Ancients.
Thanks to our guests, Michael Clarke Duncan and Jason Chambers. And X-Play is going to start right now.
Yeah, before we go, yesterday Olivia shot me paintballs. She's a bitch. Watch the footage.
We got 25 seconds. I got to get this going. Kevin, put your thing on. I'm sorry. I love you, friend. I've got 3.
That was my hand! You hit my hand!
What are you doing?
That's what it looks like 3 or 4 seconds after the first shot. That's what that looks like a couple seconds after that shot. I haven't even seen this yet. Oh no!
Woo!
Now I'm the chick from Total Recall. I got 3 nipples. So you know, now I understand like all those break videos. Now I get it.
Put it back up.